Alrighty, here we are back playing some more Surviving Mars now. It's giving everything a good look over, and I think it's coming along perfectly, actually. There's not a whole lot that I'm really truly worried about. We have, it looks like, a good amount of water, so even if like things get really bad, we have enough water and enough oxygen to last at least 2.5 sols. On top of that, we can tap into this water supply here. It's probably going to be a good idea to hook up another water supply directly from the ground, so maybe one of these underground extraction sites. We're going to need money for that, in the same way that we're using this RC Commander to extend the range of our drones to this concrete. We're probably going to want one or two to be able to reach all the way over here. We can even go so far as to set up concrete extraction and just tap into these water supplies over here, and that'll be really, really good. So there's all of that thinking. Now, what I think is going to be really important is, what if we spend $500 million on 25 electronics? The reason being is we have 22, and we're going to need a lot of electronics. If we zoom in here, we can see that we've already placed 15 electronics on the Martian University, 6 on the Martian School, 5 more on this research lab, and then we're probably also going to want another 3 for this fungal farm as well, because this fungal farm, fully staffed, people are working outside of the dome here, so we don't want to put this on a heavy workload. We'd rather leave it on the normal workload because they're already dealing with having to work outside, so we don't want them to deal with too much. But we're producing around 10 food per sol, and if we look up here, we're consuming around 8, so that is a bit of an issue. We do want to sort of not have to deal with that quite as much, right? We'd rather be overproducing food so that we always have some. So it's going to be a good idea to set up this fungal farm. We also have a number of workers who aren't quite employed yet. We have 2 botanists, 2 geologists, an engineer, a youth with no specialization, an idiot. Oh no. Can cause a malfunction at workplace, 10% chance malfunctioning buildings stop working and require maintenance. So maybe we put him on a low priority building, rather not have an idiot ruining something important, right? That's crazy. This is also our Martian born, so that's kind of sad. So hopefully the school will help deal with that. We should probably set up a, what's it called as well, like a jungle gym or whatever it is, right here at playground. I'm not sure exactly if there's ways to steer around not getting like bad traits like that, but if we can deal with that, that'd be really good. We also have lots of researchers, that's good. So yes, botanist, officer, botanist, 2 geologists, engineer, and then the young man. Okay, so it's all looking pretty good. We're also producing tons of concrete, so these 2 domes here should fly relatively quickly. We're probably going to want to set up the necessary oxygen and water supplies for all of that, but we're going to need a lot of money, right? And so that's the major thing. If we look here, planetary view, we can see that the SETI satellite, SETI satellite, however you pronounce it, it's going to require, if we look over here, additional inventory, 50 fuel, that's fine. 50 metal, that's fine. But 30 electronics, we're not producing electronics, right? But we can purchase the necessary electronics that we're going to need for this, and then the outcome is we get $2 billion. So we're spending $500 million to get the necessary electronics, and then we'll net like $1.5 billion. So I think that'll be pretty good. So that is my plan here. So let's go ahead and get the rocket, cargo rocket, and let's spend the $500 million getting as much electronics as possible, and let's go ahead and launch it. So there, that's coming. That's going to leave us with 47 spare electronics, and so that means that we can set up this fungal farm. So let's go ahead and turn that on, and let's increase the priority, and let's decrease the priority of these. I'd rather get the fungal farm up first, and then we also have an officer who can work in a building. Thinking about it, where do we want a security station? Maybe here. I don't think this would be a bad idea. He'll like keep everyone calm during like disasters and stuff like that, and I think that'll be good. We probably want 2 nurseries and then a security station in every single what's it called, basic dome here. So let's go ahead and do this. That's pretty cheap, and let's put that on high priority as well. Get that done sooner rather than later. Here we can see all of our fantastic resources. Things are looking up. I'd say that we are on the path to success here. Cool, cool, cool. This guy is on his way over here to pick up metals and stuff. Cool. So we have tons and tons of resources, and then we also had, I think, one geologist. One spare geologist. Oh, we have two spare geologists, so that means that we can open up these 2 work slots, and those 2 geologists should work in there, and that'll be really good for us. Increasing production, metal production per soul even further. Cool, cool, cool. Quite happy with everything going on. Just gotta hope that I'm not overlooking anything, and it's probably gonna be in our best interest to set up even more water storage and oxygen storage pretty soon. I'd rather not get caught slacking here. And we also have, let's see, a botanist, officer, botanist. So we have 2 botanists for the new fungal farm that's going to be up, and then we have 2 geologists and only 1 engineer, which kind of sucks. But that's fine. Let's open up another engineer slot here. Cool. And then as for the idiot, it sucks that we have to deal with them. Maybe we simply have him hang out in the diner. Specialization. What is this person? No specialization. Maybe we fire this fella. Pause the game just so I can adequately set this all up. Let's go and find the idiot. And then we can assign to a building and assign him to the diner. So that should be you, right? Yes, okay. So there's a chance, 10% every time that he works, that he's going to mess up the diner. But, I mean, at least we have the grocery. That'll probably stay running, so there's all of that. Cool, cool, cool. Electricity is probably fine, hopefully. This is a bit concerning. What is going on here? Botanist, officer, geologist, engineer. So we have 1 engineer. Let's go ahead and pause this and just start assigning people directly. Botanist, officer, geologist, engineer. You work here. So that should be fine. Yes. Okay. So 6 machine parts. Yeah, 6 machine parts, and roughly we're spending 3 per soul, so hopefully that maintenance is all good. We're up to 1.3 thousand research per soul. That's pretty good. Let's go and look at our researches here. What are we doing next? Passenger rocket can carry 10 more colonists. That's pretty good. Mega storage, large water tank. Ooh, a very large amount of water. Let's do that. Prefab compression. Is that what we're planning on doing next? I'd rather not have to worry about... Let's actually get rid of this. I'm not sure why I even chose that. I do like the idea of this, though. I do want to get some biorobots. I just think that would be cool. Biorobots eat and gain traits, but can't reproduce and never die from old age. Okay, that's pretty impressive. Not sure if we'll get around to it soon, but it would be pretty cool to see, nonetheless. So things are looking good here. Let's see what else. Botanist, officer, geologist. 2 geologists. Let's go ahead and pause this then. Find our 2 geologists. You, sir, work here. Botanist, officer, geologist. And then you, sir, work here. Cool. So there's all of that. And then once the security station's up, we can send the 1 security officer to work there. And then the 2 botanists are going to have to wait for, what's it called, the other building. And then maybe we can get this unemployed enthusiast here to work in the other work slot for the security station. Or maybe we set him up on food. Something. Cool, cool, cool. There's people running outside of the domes to go to work. Interesting. And we're also producing polymer, which is really, really nice. Only 3.2 per soul, but still, it all helps. That's going to allow us to put together the basic domes. Let's actually decrease the priority on one of them and just have everyone focus on this one first because it's got all the concrete, right? And a bit more polymer, so get that basic dome up and running first. And then maybe we can do a passenger rocket now. Maybe not now, but yeah, maybe we go ahead and maybe something like a bunch of scientists. I'm not too sure yet. We're just gonna need like a lot of resources relatively soon. Hopefully we're not spending too much electronics per soul as well. It's only 0.7. We have to make it, what is that, like 3 or 4 souls, and then we get the $2 billion. We should be fine. We researched passenger modules, so let's look at this. Smart homes, cool. So we can start building up smart homes, very comfortable living space for colonists. Residents will recover sanity when resting. Ooh, another new building. A hotel provides luxurious hotel rooms for tourists and colonists. Tourists gain satisfaction when resting. Cool. Let's go ahead and queue that up as well. So we're already over halfway done with the engineering tree. So it looks like we're going to complete all of this before Soul 100. That would be pretty nice. Cool, cool, cool. And the fungal farm is finished. Let's go ahead and press play. And we're going to want 3. So this botanist already started working there. We also have the other person working there. Let's find the other botanist, assign them to this. This needs to get put up soon. I would like... I don't think that I ever went through and finished all of the, what's it called, buttons and stuff on this line here. So let's go ahead and queue that all up real quick. Not power cables, but let's do a power switch. We want that too far from working drone commander. Interesting. Well, we'll just leave it. Hopefully it doesn't end up causing a problem. Everything else looks good though. Yes, yes. I do like the way that all looks. Don't think that we're going to have any issues here. Oh, we need to set up this Moxie, so let's go ahead and turn this on, put that on higher priority, get that done. And then I do want to set up more storages, but maybe wait until this dome here is finished and then do that. Yes, I think that'll be pretty important. And then we're going to want more water, but we're going to have to wait for the extra money to simply buy in the Moxies. I don't think that we ever ended up getting, or not Moxies, but the water buildings. I don't think we ended up getting those, did we? Fuel refinery, polymer, medium trigon. Mega storage, new building, large water tank. Oh, we should probably wait until this is done as well to put down some large water tanks. I think that'll be pretty interesting. Cool. Very, very, very cool. Why is this not... Oh, I never pressed play on it. Dumb. Get that done. These are going to require... Let's actually increase the priority of all of these universities, of the gardens and small alleys and stuff. I'd rather get these done relatively sooner rather than later. Just because I think they're really quite nice. This entire dome should fly up. Same thing with the security station, should fly up relatively soon. And then we just need the security station for our one final unemployed individual. Cool, cool, cool. Let's also get the playground done soon. I would really, really like to see that done. As for this amphitheater, let's honestly pause this for now. Actually, no, we can leave this on. We'll just leave it on low priority. Let's turn off the art store though, because the art store is going to consume a lot of our polymer and we need this polymer, so we'll give it a bit of time. Looks like our fungal farm is about to be finished finally. That's good. Cool. So now that's another 3 food production per soul. Hopefully that will push us to the limit where we're netting food every day. That's what we want to see. This Moxie is about to be done. That should solve our oxygen issues. We might start running into electricity issues again. Probably be a good idea to go through and finish upgrading all of our wind turbines. Yes, it costs 2, but that's going to increase electricity production for an upfront cost, and that's it. So these are really, really nice. So we want to get these done. Cool. Everything's perfect. As long as we stay ahead of the curve, then there's really nothing that we can mess up on here. This dome should be done relatively soon. We'll wait until everything else is done before we try and rush the basic dome to be finished. Let's go to ×3 speed here. How's research doing? Mega storage, smart homes. Smart homes would be really nice, although I don't think I'm going to end up building any. In conjunction with the Hanging Gardens, the Hanging Gardens will increase the service comfort of their housing, right? The comfort of residents by 30 points. The comfort of smart homes I think is 70, and so that pushes it up to 100. So smart homes plus a Hanging Gardens will give you comforts of like 100, which is really, really insane. So maybe we use that to set up like a small mining outpost over here near these underground rare metal deposits, because, you know, living out here in a small dome and you work outside of your dome, and it might be a bit stressful for the people over here. And so if we give them really, really comfy housing, then maybe they won't really have too many problems with it. Ooh, the school's done. Cool. Trait survivor. Let's look at traits here. What can we do? Enthusiast. When at high morale, religious, higher individual base morale, low sanity, never leads to suicide. Nerd gains temporary morale boost every time a technology is researched. Nerd is really good. Survivor loses less health without food, water, oxygen, or when living in an underpowered. So I don't think we're gonna need that. Composed, all sanity losses are halved. I think that let's do nerd, composed, enthusiast. I think that's good enough. Cool. It looks like people are going to graduate relatively quickly. That's pretty good. Cool. Rocket's ready to land. Let's go ahead and land it. We have the necessary fuel to start up this mission. So let's go ahead and look at this. Send expedition. Okay. So we probably need to let the rocket land first, right? That should have all the necessary electronics. Hopefully our electronics last until it gets back. And then we should be off to the races. Maybe it's time to bring in another passenger rocket. Let's go to filters. Let's clear everything. Let's go to specialization and let's do scientist. Man, look how many scientists we can get. So let's go into filter. Let's go to age group. We don't want seniors because seniors just can't work. Kind of annoying. And then filter specialization. And we want to make sure that tourists are not coming along. So these are all scientists. And we have some geologists. And I also don't want... Let's go to flaws. There's a couple of flaws that I think are just terrible, right? One of them is the loners, because it's just going to, like, our population's going to be really big, so this will just make people really unhappy if they're just living with us, right? Just by living amongst our population, they're going to be unhappy. Idiots as well, because that just means they're going to be breaking stuff. And I think that this, almost no matter what, is fine. Party animal. Officers, is there anything else that I would rather have? I think we want... let's go up to the scientists and let's lock them all in. I think that no matter what, a saint raises morale of all religious people in the dome. Imagine just a bunch of saints, that'd be insane. Let's go and lock in these scientists, no matter what. A composed alcoholic gambler, party animal, nerd, gamer, whiner, chronic condition. That's fine though. Like, they're probably gonna end up dying relatively quickly, but I mean, it's okay. We don't need geologist as well because we already have like maxed out geologist. And then I think we want 2 more officers. So let's find which ones are good. Not a clone because clones are going to die quicker than normal. All of our clones... I think that there was like something that we had to do for clones, right? Like, not something we had to do, but in one of the last episodes, I don't know if it was the last one or the one before that, there was like a shadowy organization that wanted us to bring clones with us, and I think that's where these officers are all coming from. So I guess we do have to take clones. Party animal, survivor. I think that's a good one. Enthusiast gambler, composed glutton. I think this one will be good as well. So let's get rid of the other ones. Let's get rid of you and you. Just for now. So we don't need geologists. Engineers are going to be good. So let's do an engineer, another botanist. Let's grab some medics. A workaholic, religious compose. This is a really good person to bring along. Coward, glutton. I guess we can bring them. I think we're looking pretty good here. We need 4 more, so let's kind of consider what else are we gonna want. Maybe we just max out on engineers at this point. Glutton, lazy. That's fine though. Another lazy engineer. We need literally 1 more, and I don't want to do officer clones. Maybe we bring just 1 more botanist. I think that'll be fine. Lazy survivor. Let's grab them. Okay, launch. Cool. Oh man, you know what? I launched them without finishing up housing for them. That's not great. How much spare housing do we have? Vacant residential slots. We have 22, so we have enough literally for this 1 rocket to show up, and then that'll be it. So now, once this touches down, I think we'll be ready to like almost immediately launch it again. So let's pause. Launch SETI, satellite, refueling. So now, it needs 30, and then another 50, which is actually how much fuel we have. 5 of our current electronics, so that'll bring it down to 11, and hopefully that lasts the next couple of days, and then just a bunch of fuel, or a bunch of metal, so ultimately, really good, I think. It should be fine. And then we can fully staff up stuff like all of our research labs, have night shifts running. These will be fully staffed, and then this research lab should be fully staffed. Martian University is almost done, just a bit more concrete. This basic dome over here should be getting pretty close. It looks like the playground is finally finished. Construction progress. I think someone's building it, hopefully. We just need some, I think that drone there might have been building it and then it needed to go recharge. But it's got everything that it needs. And then all the extra botanists that we're bringing along, we can have them come over here and hang out in our fungal farm. So that's pretty cool. Good, 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 good. All very, very good. Did people end up graduating? Not yet. A lot of children, that's really nice. So nerd, composed, enthusiast. So they have a number of pretty decent traits. And we should be researching stuff very, very quickly. So the fact that we have a bunch of nerds amongst our population means that they will just always have high morale. Hopefully, that's my thoughts on it. Composed, enthusiast. So I have a pretty cool idea for the religious trait. So what if we have like a bunch of rugged religious people? They could literally show up and then they wouldn't need housing. They can just like survive off this food here. They wouldn't need like actual food buildings. And they're like Amish people's kind of what I think. They're just ready to really, really like send it. And I think that would be perfect for the religious sponsor. It's like a really far out idea. And I'm not sure how it would work out. But I think that the... I forget what that sponsor is called. It's like the last arc or something like that. All of your initial... I don't even know if it's your initial. I think just all of your applicants forever are religious no matter what. So all you need to do is get all the rugged ones and just send them over here, and they wouldn't need housing. They wouldn't need to worry about prepared meals. They're just ready to work. And then on top of that, they'll like never commit suicide. They'll never like lose too much morale. They just have like a high base morale. And so then if you build a school and you allow them to all be religious, and then maybe something like survivors, and then compose religious survivors, like I think that you'd have a very, very resilient population. And I think it'd be pretty cool to see, but those are ideas for another playthrough. Today we are trying to produce as much research as possible. Let's go back into ×3 speed here. So you can see all sorts of stuff's getting moved around. That's good. How much concrete here? A bit. And so this is cool. So you can see these drones are bringing concrete over, and then the other drone hub will send drones over here to pick up the spare concrete. So it's all really, really cool how it works out together. Polymer production just needs to sort of get beefed up a bit. So that's why we were bringing over a bunch of extra engineers. How much longer until they have everything they need here? Let's increase... Oh no, an Earthsick colonist. Colonists with very low comfort will get Earthsick. They will stop working and travel back to Earth at first opportunity. To prevent this, make sure they have access to a variety of operational service buildings that satisfy their different interests. Gamer, loner, rugged, workaholic. So this guy needs to go live in a place by themselves. This is one of the people... Oh, we got a free $500 million. $500 million, that's really good. This guy is rugged though. We could send him to go live in a dome literally without... What's it called? Without a residence. The loner, rugged, workaholic. They're also a gamer. Yeah, this really sucks for this guy, man. You can't game. The shopping building's always full. They're a loner. Yeah, this sucks. What do we need for gaming? What is this? Oh, the hotel. Smart complex. Dome services. Is it? No, luxury shopping. A building not working. That's fine. Let's turn this off for now. Ooh, the Martian University's done. Needed specialization, scientists and medics. Ooh, so we can choose what we want, but it's probably best to leave it on auto. Okay. Cool. Things are looking pretty good. We need one botanist, geologist, medic, scientist. What I'm thinking is... Oh, the rocket launched as well. That's good. Let's just do, not medics, but let's do scientist. Yeah, I think scientists are going to be technically the most important of things. Oh man, look at that. It requires so much maintenance for electronics. That's not good at all. We might end up turning this building off if it ends up costing too much. It also requires quite a bit of what's it called, electricity. Let's set up some additional wind turbines, I think. Can probably get away with this. Hopefully they put this all together relatively quickly. Fairly important that we have this electricity. They're working like the afternoon shift here, so that's fine, I think. We don't want this building running 24/7. Mega storage. Lots of vacant work slots, that's fine. Oh, what's it called?
Sector scanned.
Oh, the officer finally has their job as well. So another rocket's ready to land, and we have not really enough housing for everyone. So that's not amazing. And this building here doesn't have electricity, so let's increase the priority of the apartments. Now we're not producing enough, what's it called, oxygen. Let's get these all up and running. Let's turn their priorities up as well. Okay, there we go. Now we're back to hopefully a good spot. Cool, cool, cool. I really want to land this, but at the same time I kind of don't. Let's look at filter by traits. Perks. Ooh, we have 7 rugged people. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's clear that. Okay. I did not know that. We need to land this rocket, but we need more housing. How much longer can they survive out there? They can survive out there for a couple days. So hopefully we can get down this basic dome, set up another apartment complex, and we'll be in a good spot. Hopefully. That's all I can really hope for at this point. We're just a couple polymers off. Let's get the wind turbines and put them on this middle budget. We want the basic dome done first, so we'll try and have everyone prioritize that. The amphitheater, leave on low priority. It's not the most important of things currently. And then we'll start moving over people who aren't like scientists and geologists and engineers and stuff. Try and leave just the important people, not important, but just the people who work in nearby domes and stuff. We'll try and leave them in this dome here. Everyone else can be resettled, I think. Would be fine. And now I think we're starting to get people who are, what's it called, like full-on Martians. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. 22 passengers. I really want to land this relatively soon. Just gotta make sure these numbers are all looking good. I mean, if we do land it, then maybe we can get like rugged people to maybe live in this dome here without any homes. Maybe. Let's give it a shot. Let's get someone who's rugged. Inspect residents. A Martian-born workaholic. That's really cool. Founder, gamer, rugged, workaholic. This person here. Let's get you. She works in a research lab. She's a scientist. Okay, maybe not you. So not Madonna Clark. Who is this guy? Another scientist, not amazing. Another scientist, not amazing. Vegan, rugged, enthusiast, composed, a botanist. Maybe they can pull it off. So let's get this guy. Assigned to this dome. Does that work? No. This is Leland Anderson. Let's evict him. So now how much spare housing do we have? Almost enough, I would say. Let's land the rocket. Any other rugged people? Inspect residents. Maybe you, fella. Peter Warren. Evict you. That leaves us with 22 vacant residential slots. And hopefully this doesn't end up causing them grief. That's what we're hoping here. These are all of our new Martians, I believe. No, maybe not. Not yet. Not quite yet. The bomb. Whoa, what is this? An unbelievable amount of unaccounted funds has suddenly appeared in our accounts, but are currently kept frozen. This comes shortly after we receive the following cryptic message. Seth requires permission to test the bomb at a safe distance from your Martian colony. These funds should cover inconvenience. Does Seth have permission? What's this, some kind of joke? Disregard. The colony can use the additional funding. Answer yes. Follow the message and identify the sender. Do it now. This is worrying. I don't know what is going to be best. Let's identify the sender. We tried to trace the message, but whomever was behind it took extreme precautions to prevent this. The sum has been withdrawn from our account. It looks like the mysterious offer is now off the table. I'd say that's a good thing.
New colonists have arrived.
Someone's leaving, but I mean, we just brought a bunch of people over, so maybe not the end of the world. And we have 2 homeless people. Cool. I don't think that's a bad thing. Let's open this up to anyone who's willing to work in it. Let's open this up. A bunch of new scientists. Scientists. Yeah, we have a bunch of scientists who are needing jobs. And then engineers. Let's go ahead and open this up. Cool. That's amazing. We're out of electricity. What is currently not working is my question. The fuel refinery and then this research lab over here. So we're going to need even more electricity. Of course we are, right? Only makes sense. I'm kind of thinking that maybe we expand this little electrical area over here a bit. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we can control click to increase the priority of all of these wind turbines. Get them done soonish. Wouldn't mind that. And then, hopefully, in the morning time, we will start to see a whole lot more research production. We should be pushing some pretty good numbers, I would say. During the nighttime, we're not producing much, but time goes on, it should be fine. Mega structure, or mega storage, cool. Let's see what else we unlock. Micro manufacturing. New building, electronics factory. Cool. Produces electronics from rare metals, but we don't have access to rare metals. But either way, I think that's fine.
Sector scanned.
Rocket ready to leave. Can travel back to Earth when refueled. It looks like it's ready. We have an Earthsick colonist. Will it not tell us? Let's go ahead and launch it then. Cool. Hopefully this dome gets done real soon, man. Oh, look at this. We're producing 7 polymer per day now. That's really good. Really, really quite nice, I would say. And because we're producing that much, that should allow us to get like all of the wind turbines, upgrades, and stuff done relatively quickly. Let's go through and get polymer blades for literally everything. Within a couple of days, this all should be fully upgraded. That is the hope, at least. And we'll be producing plenty of electricity for our entire population. Let's look at how much research. 1.7 now. Oh no, a dome without life support, but that's fine. We just need, with the money that our sponsor sent us, let's actually do a cargo rocket and let's see how much is it for moisture vaporators. We can do 2, and I'm content with that. $400 million, but 2 moisture vaporators, pretty important. And probably just grab, you know, another $100 million worth of electronics. Let's go and launch that. Cool. I would say ultimately pretty good. And now all we gotta do is continue along with our very fancy design. Infrastructure, domes, passages, and then it's here to there, right? So it's going from the right, from the basic dome, or to the right, right?
Sector scanned.
Like that's how we wanted it. Cool. So there we go. Another 15 electronics or electric power, and then another oxygen and water. This should be producing all the oxygen that we should really need. And then we just need more water, which is where the moisture vaporators come in handy. On top of that, is this turned off? No, this is turned on. Water production, total demand. Okay, so no matter what, we should be fine on water. We have like 4 spare, like 3 spare capacity. What is that, 2.5 spare capacity? So that's fine. This is pretty exciting. Not gonna lie. Really excited to see how this entire population comes down to live. Ooh, look at our very nice park here as well. That's a cool looking park, not gonna lie. Idle extractors. Ah, this has finally ran out of its concrete. That's fine though. It produced plenty for us. Stored concrete, so let's leave it running for just a bit longer. We can demolish you, I believe. Bit of concrete, like half a machine part. We'll wait until it's all done before we do that though. But yeah, that's ran out of goods. Maybe we just simply turn it off, as a matter of fact. And then we can actually repurpose this RC commander to help us get this concrete and this water over here. I think that's gonna be pretty good for us. Cool, cool, cool. And as a matter of fact, I think we actually send...
There are Earthsick colonists.
Another Earthsick colonist? Who's Earthsick this time? Why are you so Earthsick? No functional residents. Oh no. They can't gamble or game. So, I would say that we need to set up a casino, but... casinos are expensive. They need a lot of electronics. Luxury, gaming, gambling, and social. But, I mean, it would be really good. We would stop running into... what's it called issues. A lot of our problems. Maybe we do it, honestly. Just maybe. Kind of worried, though. How much does it require to build? It's going to cost 15. That's more than we currently have, so we definitely can't do it. Shopping and gaming. I think a casino complex would be pretty good. Dome spires, decorations. Ooh, large water tanks. Let's see what these... Oh, wow, look at that. Ooh, you know what? Maybe we set these up right in between all of this stuff. That might be kind of cool. Ooh, it could go literally right here. I think that's pretty snazzy. Just a tremendous amount of water. That would be pretty good. So let's go ahead and do that. Leave it right there. Oh, this dome's done. And then we can move on to this dome. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff, guys. Everyone's doing their part to get everything running really well for us. Look at that, 100 food, a bunch of metal parts saved up, or metal. What about our RC transport? Let's create a transport route. Have them come out here, pick up more metals, deliver them here. Cool.
Sector scanned.
We need to choose more sectors to explore. Let's get this entire, what's it called up here done, this whole plateau. And then honestly, I think we just simply send it on these with our RC Explorer. Like, might as well get these anomalies finished. You never know. Just a bunch of free research points. Where are we at? Smart home, micro manufacturing. It'll take a bit of time, but we have plenty of time right now, so should be okay. Electricity shouldn't be an issue anymore. We're probably upgrading a lot of these wind turbines as time goes on. Pretty good stuff. Let's go through and make sure literally all of them are getting the upgrades. Cool. Those all are. Let's get everything producing extra electricity. And I'm fairly certain that that all's good, so cool, cool, cool. What is this? Ready to land. 2 moisture vaporators. Amazing stuff. Ultimately, I don't think it was necessary, but ooh, you know what? We're gonna need more concrete now that I'm thinking about it. Let's actually grab you, sir, and have you come as far as we can out this way. Once we get the money from the satellite here, 16 hours left.
Colonists are departing.
Whoa, what is this? Observing the anomalous area brings the promise of either groundbreaking research or the serious need to fix our observation instruments. Outcome, a breakthrough. 12 hours, and we just need, what's it called, some scientist. Project Crossroads, that could be pretty cool. Project Wayfarer. Something interesting seems to be going on here. On Mars, many interesting things can get you killed. Scary. Outcome, new technologies. Another 12 hours. Just 12 people, period. Literally anyone can go. Project Swan Lake. RC Safari. We don't have one of those. Research progress, and we only need to send drones. That could be really good. One-off strange readings usually don't merit much attention. This one is too weird to be a sensor glitch. This area registered off the charts reading for a while now. This prompts an expedition. 3 drones, so I'm thinking we'll do these 3 drone ones. Oh man, there's so much stuff that we can come out here and do. Outcome unknown. Multiple strange signals detected over time can all be traced to this area. It is now nicknamed the Zone. A spectrographic sweep of the location caught telltale signs of fluorine, a crystal used in the manufacturing of durable polymers. Resources, cool. So an RC commander. We don't really have a commander that we can spare currently. Project Flamingo. Something interesting seems to be going on here on Mars. Many interesting things can get you killed. There's the satellite. What about you? High-speed comm satellite. What? Oh, increase sponsor research in exchange for constructing and launching an advanced communication satellite. 100 additional metal parts or electronics. 100 fuel, 100 metal. That's all fine, the metal and the fuel, but 100 electronics? And it would take 4 whole entire souls, but we would get 400 research points per soul until the end of our playthrough. That could be pretty good. Capture meteors. Trigger a meteor shower that will yield some valuable resources, metals, rare metals, and anomalies. The meteor shower falls over a random location and may threaten the colony. Probably not the greatest idea. New York, New York. Okay, let's just continue along with what we were doing. Planetary anomalies.
Anomaly analyzed.
Cool. Anomaly finished on up. And I wonder how much research we're making per soul. Hopefully a lot. Let's go ahead and pause this. Vacant work slots. Let's get a number of scientists to actually go and do this one, a breakthrough. I think this will be interesting. I wonder if I need to like specifically choose
Sector
these guys
scanned.
or not. Hopefully not. Okay, cool. So this dome here is set up Sagan 1. Berths are allowed, passages for work, use patches for services, accepts colonists. Cool. So let's go ahead and set up another. Oh, it looks like we actually had a spare moisture vaporator. Yeah, I think we turned it off because it was at the end of this pipeline out here and I didn't want to continue in that direction. Either way, let's set up another apartment complex. I'm going to queue up the 3 that we're going to put in this place here. Cool. So we're going to have a pretty big settlement at the end of the day.
Resources are low.
And then let's turn off 2 of them. I would just like to get the planning all done here. Oh, and nice, that launched on its own. Interesting stuff.
Resources are low.
Now you, sir.
Anomaly analyzed.
1250, good. What I'm curious about is what's like their range. This is pretty much their range. And we're gonna need like 2 more. So let's wait until we get this extra money and I might just simply purchase in 2 more RC commanders. Because if we can get 2 more RC commanders, that means we can set up more concrete production, we can set up more water production, and potentially, maybe, even get to this rare metal, these rare metal deposits over here. Then again, we could also build another drone hub. Drone hub from the robotics section is what we would need. Maybe we queue this up next. We could probably get that done pretty quickly. Pretty excited about what our next technologies are going to be. 800 from
Breakthrough
research
discovered.
buildings.
Research complete.
Cool. Planetary anomaly analyzed. Hawking Institute upgrade. Zero space computing. Research points production increased. What is this all about, huh? Zero space computing research lab and Hawking Institute upgrade. Zero space computing research points production increased. Thinking outside the box, Martian mathematicians have begun developing a new mathematical apparatus which will open the doors to new scientific models and theories. Interesting. I think that's relatively important. Let's get that done next. Yes, and then do the drone hub. And then we also have access to this arcology, a new spire building. Arcology provides comfortable living space for many colonists. Go ahead and queue that on up. And then how many more researches do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll be done with the achievement. That'll be pretty cool. Cool. Quite excited to see how this all turns out together. Or how this all turns out. Okay, SETI satellite finished. Our very own SETI satellite has been delivered and launched into Martian orbit. It is now operational and will contribute towards the decades-old mission of finding signs of intelligent life elsewhere in the galaxy. Okay. Cool. Did we get the $2 billion? Oh, $2 billion. Cool. Research complete. Planetary anomaly analyzed. So we should have a rocket coming back. Yeah, these 2 rockets here. Resupply, cargo rocket. What is it that we were gonna want? Maybe we just grab 1 rocket right now. Man, we can spend the whole 2 billion and get 100 electronics. I'm thinking 40 will probably get us, 30 will probably get us along for a while. Prefab buildings, what else did I want? An RC commander. 300 million. Transport safari, drones, metal, concrete. I don't think that we really need anything else. We could get some orbital probes though. These are kind of cheap and we can start like deep scanning around. I think 5 will be fine. Let's launch this, I'd say. Let's grab 10 more electronics. We'll keep 600 million just in case there's some unforeseen stuff happening in the future. You don't have any more concrete, but what I do want to do is just simply leave it, and then let's scrap the wind turbine.
Resources are low.
Can we scrap you? No one's gonna be able to come over here to demolish that, but that's fine. The reason I'm leaving the concrete extractor is there is a small probability that we'll be able to get a special breakthrough that will allow us to it'll allow us to continue this concrete extractor's lifespan. Potentially. Not totally sure. But yes. Attention, collecting minimum water flow. We'll start supplying the grid at 75 water. Water grid, water production, total demand. Okay. What about you? Water production, okay. So it's not gathering a whole lot, but this is, oh, capacity 1500. That's a lot of water. And if we get that maxed out, yeah, we'll have 4 times as much. So that's currently, what, 8 entire souls worth of water? That could be pretty significant. Let's go ahead and land this rocket. I don't want to land the rocket. Yeah, this one has the 4 passengers. So let's go ahead and land this one first. Interesting, interesting. Let's put this on a higher priority. I'd rather get this done ASAP. Cool, cool. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that we can't put like a big building in here, because I would definitely put a casino, I think. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we simply set down a casino, or anyone who can't live here because of casino, maybe they can just leave, honestly. What is this? Oh, this person doesn't have a home. How many people do we have? We have 3 homeless people right now. That's not amazing. 3 new anomalies. Let's zoom out and try and get an idea of where these are. Anomaly up there. That's fine. This needs to get refueled, this rocket, before we land the other one. Let's look at planetary view. Is there anything else that I kind of want to do? Project Wayfarer. New technologies. I think that'll be interesting. So let's go ahead and, well, let's see what else we can get. Outcome research progress. It only takes 4 drones. 3 drones. Project Fedora. Let's send this one because who knows? Cool. Interesting, interesting. Just gotta make sure that our numbers are all looking good. We're about to get a bunch of electronics delivered. Electricity is through the roof.
There are Earthsick colonists.
Well, sir, I guess you can just... Oh, another $500 million from America. That's amazing. Really quite great for us. Martian-born colonists never get Earthsick, I believe, and that's really quite good for us. As long as people continue to graduate, which they are, nerd, compose, enthusiast, that's great.
Resources are low.
No one's graduated from this? Sad. Can land this rocket here in a second. This one's bringing our other RC commander, orbital probe.
Sector scanned.
40 electronics. Where are we at in research? Zero space computing and then drone hub. Okay. It's gonna land you. Payload nothing. That's fine though. Don't need to worry too much about that.
Colonists are departing.
That's fine. We just need a bit of concrete for that. What was that noise? The derelict, your attention is required. Concerning. We have discovered the remains of a crashed rocket at the expedition location. The rocket has smashed with its nose on the ground, leaving a miles-long trail behind before the red sand and rocks quenched the immense force of its inertia. The hull is damaged and twisted beyond recognition, rendering all attempts to identify the vehicle useless. No information can be found about the crash on any international flight records either. We can order the hull to be investigated, but the only way to proceed is to cut through it with blowtorches, which could be dangerous in case there are any dangerous substances or remaining fuel on board. Enter the remains and investigate. Leave the crash site and return home. Astrogeologists, we can access through the weak rock layers around the hull. We don't have access to that. Enter the remains and investigate. I think it's only drones here anyways. Cutting carefully through the twisted hole, the expedition managed to gain safe access to the dark cargo hold of the rocket. It's a miracle that anything on board survived, but after sifting through the twisted scrap inside the crashed vehicle, the expedition discovered some useful prefabs, which were meant for some failed colonization effort. You've gained several building prefabs. The expedition will return shortly. Cool. Interesting. What are you, ready to land? Yes. So we need to wait for this one ready to leave, and then we can do all sorts of other interesting stuff. So we are currently out of fuel production, but that's fine. And we need this home done ASAP. That is priority number one, I would say. Let's turn this on in the morning. I'd rather have it really getting concrete for us a bit quicker. How much concrete is left here? Oh man, there's still 1,000 concrete. How about our metal deposit? Still have, you know, hundreds of metal there. That's pretty good. Good. Only has one drone ready to land. Building's not working. What isn't working? Hanging gardens? Oh, it needs concrete. Concrete maintenance is only 2 per day. We're just building so much stuff up so quickly. The nursery. Yeah, there's so much stuff that we need concrete for right now, but man, too bad we can't set up more concrete production. I think that was like one of my initial things that I talk about in my guide is it's a good idea to set up near 2 concrete deposits just so you have like way more. We did consume through that. Wow, that was like 300 concrete that we just ate through. But that shows you just how useful like daisy chaining together depots and stuff is. Let's turn these all off. Zero space computing done. Let's see. I'm curious about this. Upgrade zero space computing. Oh, it's gonna take additional what's it called? Electronics. But plus 25 production. That's pretty good. Building performance, a bunch of scientists. Building performance, heavy workload. That's pretty good. We're pushing a lot of research very quickly. We finished, that was a breakthrough. Wasn't really worth it in the end because we don't have the electronics for all of that. That's probably fine. Machine parts factory, and then we're doing drone hub. With the drone hub, we'll be able to set up another colonization effort over here. Get all of the underground rare metals. I'm not sure if we want to deliver the rare metals over here and then set up a factory over here to produce electronics, probably. Just so that we can have everyone living kind of in the same little domes. Let's see what's going on. Delta, what about you? Are you ready to leave yet? Not yet. But that's fine. Oh, we need to set up the other, what's it called? Water deposits. Let's do that real quick. Let's see what the range of this is. Sort of out of space there. What about URC Explorer? Can you go do anything useful for us? I don't think so. I don't think it can make it up there. That's okay. I guess you just hang out for a while. Oh man, look, our metal storages are completely... Are they completely full? No. I don't know what the issue was. Why can you not? Why are you idle? Oh, we finished the housing finally. Thank goodness. Now we're gonna have people living over here. That's good. We're gonna need more job slots out that direction. Maybe we can move a bunch of scientists out there or something. We'll figure it out. What's the issue here? Insufficient fuel. Not amazing. I'd rather get this rocket out of the way though sooner. Sooner rather than later. Oh, we also have the orbital probes. Let's do a bit of scanning out here, I think.
Sector scanned.
Deep scan, deep scan, deep scan, deep scan. Anything good? No. Let's deep scan here.
Anomaly found.
Let's go scan this anomaly, and then there's deep metals there, and then deep metals here. Very high quality as well. So there's 5,000 metal.
Resources are low.
Pretty good. So we've deep scanned all of this, so I'm not afraid to set up any like populations around here without having to worry about like something like a anomaly getting in the way or something. So let's explore this, see what this offers. And I think relatively soon we're going to go ahead and end today's episode. Yeah, I think we're going to end today's episode right after this anomaly scan. Yeah, we're getting really close to finishing off this mission. That'll be pretty cool. It'd be really nice if we set up electronic production. We use the electronics to get, what's it called, all of our stuff up and running really, really well. That could be pretty good. Launch another SETI satellite. Less money this time. Not amazing. But maybe still worth it. I mean, it will ultimately net us money. I'm gonna launch this rocket out of the way, land the one with the 40 electronics on it. And an RC commander, that's pretty good. Curious what this will reveal to us here. And then I want to set up another population zone probably right here, because this will give us access to this deep metals as well as all of these underground rare metals. So we can set up a pretty decent population here and just make it a pure mining colony. I think that'll be good. And with this next one, if we don't, like, we can just make it exactly like this, but one, right? Like only one, like, little tile like this.
Anomaly found.
And I think it'll allow us to have a lot more flexibility because, as you can see, we can fit 2 big buildings in this. 2 big buildings here. And I think that'll be good because we'll have 3, that'll be 6 big building slots that we'll have access to. And the population will be pretty happy with their living conditions as well. Anomaly analyzed.
Until today, the only place we'd thought you could find Ice-15 outside of a lab was on an icy planet or a moon. And here we find it on Mars.
Ice-15 is a super dense phase of water ice which is formed in extremely cold and extremely high pressure environments. It turns out that the unique geological history of Mars allowed a small quantity of Ice-15 to form under the crust. Even though we didn't confirm any substantial deposits of water, this discovery would cause uproar in the scientific communities and draw significant attention to our efforts on the Red Planet. Our sponsors immediately provided us with tools to discover more about the effects of Martian geology on the formation of underground ice. So we gained $500 million. Cool, cool. Yes, this has been a pretty productive episode. All sorts of really interesting stuff to come in the near future. Let's go and land this rocket. It's all of our electronics, which we're running desperately low on. We're up to 1.6 billion, so we could launch another rocket just full of electronics and be in a pretty good spot for a while. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with the rest of the USA sponsor playthrough that I'm going to be having going on for the next probably like 2 or 3 episodes, and then I do want to continue along. I really like Surviving Mars. I do want to continue along with even more series. Like there's all sorts of really interesting sponsors that you can choose from with all sorts of different ultimate end goals, and with USA here, all we got to do is research everything within the engineering trait, and that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think it'll be pretty cool in the end. So there's all sorts of like really cool playthroughs and cool ideas that I have for Surviving Mars, and I think one of these days I might even take it a bit more seriously and set up something really significant. Just a quick look at this. Look at how much bigger this dome is than that dome underneath it, and that's the largest triangle dome that you can build. You can just imagine how absolutely insane something like this would end up being.
Sector scanned.
Right, like each dome would have like a couple housing buildings inside. The big dome over here would have a bunch of housing, and then we would create a settlement that's like as big as this entire area, thousands of people living inside. I think it would be pretty cool. But yeah, peace.